Please give me the answer I need to make sure I get stenciled on this plaque.
Jake Kumaro? Who in the fuck is that?
Hey everyone, guess who's back? It's the Commish, back here with another team preview. This time we got Ryan and Mr. Longyard. I'm a guy that also his season was over after the regular season last year. Finished bottom 4. Helped him obviously get a high pick this year, and I think, it's interesting because we just previewed Matthew not too long ago, and we had him doing well, and I kind of expect the same things for Longyard. I mean, just looking at his lineup, he's got young Jared Goff. All the pieces are there in Los Angeles for him to succeed. It's always ironic that the NFL, new stadium coming, and all of a sudden the team does well. But what else we got here in the running game? Well, Todd Gurley, also part of that LA Rams team. And then Melvin Gordon, who's probably one of the best fantasy running backs to have, because he's on the field most of the time. And then rounding it out with Doug Martin, not a bad RB3. Looking at wide receivers, pretty good group. You got JG, Watkins, and Mike Williams. And then tight end, I got McDonald and Everett for you. And then, the RWT slot's pretty good with TP, Martavis Bryant, Sony Mitchell. Couple question marks there. TP, we'll see about him. It kind of looks like he has no respect on his own team and his old team, looking at what I've seen recently. Martavis, obviously, he's been questioned for his work ethic, and Sony Mitchell had the knee procedure, so we'll see what happens there. But you got some really good depth, though, behind those guys. I mean, you got Derek Carr to back up Goff, Nick Chubb, James Conner at running back. Nick Chubb, I mean, obviously he will get some time. And who knows about Connor? I mean, Le'Veon Bell could go down, and then Connor's the guy. And then at receiver, you got Kevin White, Curtis Samuel, Zay Jones, who's still theoretically the number 2 in Buffalo there, and then Kenny Britt, and then Gates and Aikens. So, pretty good depth there on the offense. Looking at everything else, you got a kicker in Graham Gano. He's always not so bad. And then the Steelers' defense. And then your defense is pretty good. I mean, you got 2 of the best DTs in football, and Aaron Donald and Fletcher Cox, who should put up some decent points. Those guys are game changers. Then you got some sack specialists and Clay Matthews, Von Miller for sure. And then you got some playmakers with Tyrann Mathieu, Clinton Dix, hopefully, Norman. And then, of course, pretty good IDPs there at the end with Chubb and Rhodes and Trufant. So for Longyard, he made the switch this year temporarily for divisions. Then he'll be switching again. So bit of a nomad here in the LOC the last few years. And, I think Ryan is totally okay with it. He's a good owner. And this year, Ryan, I got you going 9-3 in that East Division. I got you winning the East. The last year it'll be called the East. Robert and Templars obviously has been a 3-time champion there. I think that streak ends quite easily with Longyard looking like the clear-cut favorite in the East, in my opinion.